So, good morning everyone. My name is Kevin Frederick Sanyes. I am the third discussant of Group 8. My topic is incorrect refrigerant amount. So, refrigerant in vehicle AC system. A refrigerant charge is the amount of refrigerant required for a refrigeration system to operate properly. It is measured in ounces or kilograms. The correct amount of refrigerant depends on the type of refrigeration system, the size of the system, and the environment in which it is operating. So, ang refrigerant amount po is kung gaano kadaming refrigerant ang kailangan po ng AC system. So, nakadepende man po ini kung gaano po kadako po ang AC system na ginagamit or kaya po sa manual po kang sasakyan. So, refrigerant types R134A and R134YF versus R12. So, ang R134A and R134YF are more environmentally friendly replacement for R12. They have a lower global warming potential. So, sila po yung mga ginagamit po na mga refrigerant ngayon po. Kasi sila yung hindi nakakasira po sa ozone layer and sila yung mababa yung GWP. And ang R12 naman po was a commonly used refrigerant in older vehicles and has a high GWP and has been phased out due to environmental concern. So ang R12 po is dati po siyang ginagamit sa mga lumang sasakyan, pero dahil po sa nakakasira po siya sa ozone layer, phase out na po siya. So amo po ng cause of incorrect refrigerant amount. So, several factors can contribute to an incorrect refrigerant amount. So, number one po, leaks. Refrigerant leaks can occur due to damage to the refrigerant lines or seals or components. So, pwede pong may tagas po or kaya po may damage yung mga tubo or kaya yung seals or sa ibang components po kang AC system. So, overcharging. Overcharging can occur due to improper charging techniques or using the wrong type of refrigerant. So, ang overcharging po is pwede pong sobra po ang refrigerant na nilagay or kaya po dahil po sa mali po yung pagkalagay ng refrigerant or kaya po dahil po sa mali po yung type ng refrigerant na ginamit. So, ang undercharging naman is undercharging can happen if the system has lost refrigerant due to leaks or during servicing. So, pwede pong kulang po ang refrigerant dahil po sa may sira po yung ibang components ng AC system dahil po sa may leaks. Pwede pong ganun po yung nangyari po. Ang number 4 naman, component failure. A malfunctioning compressor or the other components can affect refrigerant flow and to lead to an incorrect charge. So, pwede pong nagmalfunction po yung mga compressor o yung compressor or sa ibang components po kang AC system. So, maapektuhan po daw sa ito ang pag-flow kang refrigerant kaya naglilid po siya kay incorrect charge. So, symptoms of overcharge or undercharged refrigerant. Inadequate cooling. The air conditioning system may not be able to cool the cabin to desired temperature. So, compressor overheating. The compressor may overheat due to excessive pressure or insufficient refrigerant. O unusual noises. The system may make unusual noises such as ruffling or hissing indicating refrigerant issues. So, warning lights. The vehicle dashboard may display warning lights related to air conditioning system. So, proper charge refrigerant amount. Most cars hold between 28 and 32 ounce of refrigerant or about 2 to 3 12 ounce can. So, pwede pong mga duwa po kayo ninalata. So, ang manifold gauge will help to measure the PSI in the system. The gauge will help identify when the system is adequately pressurized. So, ang manifold gauge din is ginagamit din siya sa pag-troubleshoot or kaya po sa pag-diagnose po o kapag may sira po yung AC system. And then, ginagamit din ang manifold gauge sa pag-charge po kang refrigerant. So, for a good charge po, the low pressure gauge should read between 25 to 45 PSI or pounds per square inch, and the high pressure gauge should read between 200 to 25 to 250 PSI. So, amo po ining normal R134A AC pressures, AC running. So, sa low pressure gauge, nasa 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 to 35 PSI. Nasa 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 45 to 55 PSI. Nasa 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 50 to 55 PSI. So, sa high pressure gauge naman is nasa 65 degrees Fahrenheit nasa 65 degrees 135 to 155 PSI. Nasa 85 degrees 225 to 250 PSI. Nasa 95 degrees nasa 275 to 300 PSI. So, sa low pressure gauge po, pag nagbaba po digdang reading niya, meaning po pwede pong kulang po ang refrigerant or kaya po may mga tagas po dyan sa system natin, sa ibang components po. So, kapag nagtaas naman po yung reading niya digdi sa low pressure gauge, pwede pong sobra po ang refrigerant or kaya pwede pong may mga barado din po sa mga system, sa ibang components po ng system. Sa high pressure gauge naman, ganun din po. Pag kulang po digdang, pag nagbaba din po digdis ang reading niya, is pwede pong kulang po ang refrigerant. Pag nagtaas naman po digdi, pwede pong sobra po ang refrigerant niya. So, pwede pong may mga barado din po. So, amo po ay ng refrigerant charging procedure. Refrigerant charging should be performed by a qualified technician. System vacuum. The AC system is evacuated to remove air and moisture that can contaminate the refrigerant. Number 2 po is refrigerant addition. The correct amount of refrigerant is added to the system following the manufacturer specification. Number 3, system pressure check. The system pressure is checked to ensure the refrigerant charge is optimal. Number 4 po is leak test. The system is leak tested to identify any potential leaks. So, compressor displacement regulation valve defective. Amo po ay napanduwa ko na topic. So, ang compressor displacement regulation valve, a compressor displacement regulation valve or CDRV is a type of solenoid valve that control the amount of refrigerant that enters the compressor of vehicle air conditioning system. A solenoid valve is a type of valve is controlled by electromagnet. So, amo po ay ng solenoid valve. Didi po siya nakalagay sa bandang compressor po, didi po sa gilid. So, a solenoid valve that is controlled by the Vehicle Electronics Control Unit or ECU. It is usually controlled by an electromagnetic force and can open and close the airflow. So, amo po yan ng solenoid valve. Iniya po ang ECU. So, ang ECU po is siya po yung mga nagko-control po ang mga iba't ibang function po ng AC system. So, gaya po nito na solenoid valve. Kinokontrol din niya ang solenoid valve para magbukas sara po. So, function of compressor displacement regulation valve. AC demand high, maximum displacement. When the demand for cooling is high, example, on a hot day, the control valve will open the refrigerant inlet fully. This results in maximum compressor displacement, meaning the maximum amount of refrigerant is compressed. As a result, the cooling capacity of the system is higher, providing more cooling to the vehicle cabin. So, amo po ay ng digdi po nangyayari ang mga so amo po ay ng function po pang compressor displacement regulation valve. So, AC demand low, reduce or minimum displacement. When the demand for cooling is low, example po is on a cool day, the control valve will reduce the amount of refrigerant entering the compressor. This results in lower compressor displacement, meaning less refrigerant is compressed. As a result, the cooling capacity of the system is lower, which saves energy. So, amo po ay ng mga common cause of defective compressor displacement regulation valve. So, pwede pong clogging. The valve may become clogged. clogged with dirt, debris, or metal particles. So diaphragm failure. The diaphragm failure in the control valve may tear or rupture, preventing it from operating properly. So pwede pong may mga sira na dito yung mga pwede pong may mga sira na po dito yung mga goma po sa didigdi po sa diaphragm. So solenoid failure. The solenoid valve may burn out or fail, preventing it from operating the valve properly. So pwede electrical problems. There may be problems with the electrical connection to the solenoid valve, preventing it from receiving signals from the ECU. So pwede pong may mga putol po yung mga electrical connection niya hindi po sa solenoid valve. So maapektuhan po kayo to dahil na po maka-receive yung signals na halik po sa ECU. So amo po ng symptoms of a defective compressor displacement regulation valve. Insufficient cooling or heating. If the CRV is not functioning properly, it will not be able to control the flow of refrigerant to the compressor adequately. This can result in sufficient cooling or heating inside the vehicle. High refrigerant pressure or temperature. If the CDRV is not opening sufficiently, it can cause the refrigerant pressure and temperature to rise. This can lead to damage to the other components of the air conditioning system. So noise or vibration from the compressor. A faulty CDRV can cause noise or vibration from the compressor, particularly during startup or shutdown of the air conditioning system. Air conditioning system related error codes. A faulty CDRV may trigger error codes in the vehicle engine control unit or ECU related to the air conditioning system. These error codes can be read using a diagnostic tool. So repairing or replacing the valve. Repair. Cleaning the valve to remove any debris or blockage. Replacing the diaphragm in the control valve. Replacing the solenoid in the solenoid valve. So replacement. Recovering the refrigerant from the system. Disconnecting the electrical connection to the valve. Removing the old valve and installing the new valve. Recharging the system with refrigerant. So expert installation. It's crucial to have the valve repaired or replaced by a qualified technician to ensure proper installation and system functionality. So amo po ng preventive maintenance and care. Regulation inspection. Schedule regular inspection to check for leaks, wear and tear, and contamination. Refrigerant flush. Periodically flush the refrigerant system to remove contaminants and ensure optimal performance. Proper use. Avoid excessive use of the air conditioning system, especially in extreme temperatures, to minimize strain on the valve. So dito na po magtatapos. Thank you po. Maraming salamat.